Hi, nieces and nephews. You want to learn how to make this delicious meal? Stay tuned. Hey, nieces and nephews. This is your Auntie Danny, your favorite auntie. How are you guys doing? Hope all is well. I'm coming to you with my first voiceover. I'm going to do some prepping before actually making my meal for dinner. This meal I actually made on Tuesday. So, this is a seared scallop and shrimp salad. And so I'm going to be showing you what I'm using as well as what I'm seasoning with. So I'm here in my kitchen. I just showed you guys the scallops and the shrimps. The scallops are from Aldi. I thawed them out. I took about 5 out. They're very big. I patted them dry. And I'll be doing the same with the shrimp. So right here, as you see, I'm patting them dry. And listen, guys, don't sleep on Aldi, okay? Their stuff is really good quality. So I patted that dry. Now the shrimps I got from Trader Joe's. They are Argentinian shrimp that taste like lobster meat. Okay, now those scallops that I have left, I'm gonna seal it in a Ziploc and I'm gonna put those in the refrigerator. Yes, I am. Y'all see my little air fryer over there? I love me a good air fryer. Don't pay attention to the Taylor port and the liquor in the back. Don't judge me. I'm grown, okay? So, right here, I'm just letting the water from the scallops just kind of drain on the paper towel. Because when you pan sear it, you don't want too much liquid in the pan. Now, these are the Argentinian shrimp. Now, listen, I'm not really showing my face or anything on this film because I was looking a little rough. I decided to stay in my night clothes when I woke up. I'm actually prepping this on my lunch break from home, but that's how big the shrimp are. So that was about one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, eight shrimp. So I have 8 shrimp and I have 5 scallops. So that's going to fill me up as I am making this for my dinner. Well, I won't say tonight because today is actually Wednesday, so yesterday's dinner. It filled me up really, really good. It was delicious. So I have all of that out. Now I'm going to go and get to my seasonings. So I have some black pepper, pink Himalayan sea salt, garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika. Now, you can stop right there with those, but I always go a little further and get some other seasonings. But those are like my top 5, okay? If you don't know how to season, those are your top 5. I have garlic and herb seasoning, but I was looking at the other seasoning in there and decided to use that, which is the kicked up chicken spice. So it has like pepper and chili flakes in it. It gives it a nice kick. So I decided to use that. So those are the only ones that I used as far as seasoning is concerned. And baby, when I tell you, it was so good and so flavorful. It was delicious. So as you can see, I'm just putting this on the plate so that I can season it. And I like to put it on a plate because I like to distribute the seasoning kind of evenly. You know, I don't want to put it in a bowl. I didn't want to mix it up with my hand. I wanted to put it over the scallops and the shrimp evenly. So I start, what you're going to notice is I start with each seasoning and then I leave it open and put it to the other side. That way I don't forget which ones I already used. Because you know your auntie memory sometime it escapes her. So I'm just liberally putting some pink Himalayan sea salt. So the difference between pink Himalayan sea salt and idolized sea salt, which our folks used to use, that's pepper, is that pink Himalayan sea salt actually seasons your food without your food being salty, if that makes sense. So that's smoked paprika. This is either onion or garlic powder. That's the kicked up chicken seasoning. And then I'm going to use either onion or garlic powder because, child, I can't remember. But listen, you see how I put it on the other side of me? And you see they're nice and seasoned. Now I'm going to turn them over. I'm going to get my tongue, and turn it over. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to repeat. And I'm going to season it on the other side. You see me with getting my Julia Childs on for y'all? Y'all see that? See I'm getting my Julia Childs, rest in peace, my B. Smith, rest in peace on. I love to cook, guys. I really do. I love to play around with flavors and seasonings and spices. So I'm doing the same thing, just putting some salt liberally. Pink Himalayan salt is so good. I'm so glad I discovered that salt. I'm so glad that I was able to open my mind up and look into other seasonings. I was buying seasonings like adobo and Lawry's, which had excess sugar in it that I didn't even know, had it. Pink Himalayan sea salt is one of the best seasonings for me as far as, when I'm cooking my food. And when you season it, you don't have to add any more after. You don't. And the rest of the seasonings don't have any salt or anything. So that's why I liberally put the pink Himalayan sea salt, because everything else is a powder or a combination of spices, like in the kicked up chicken. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glass container and I'm just going to put the scallops and shrimp in that. And I'm going to put it up for when I cook it later. But I'm doing this time, I was doing this at around 12:30 p.m. So those scallops and those shrimp had been marinating because I cooked that. I cooked that at around 4:30. So I gave it some time to marinate and to, get nice and seasoned. Let the seasonings seep in. So that's what I did. So now you don't see me. I'm probably just washing the dishes and wiping off the counter because I cannot be in a kitchen and not wipe down. I just can't. And another thing I can't do, I do not throw out the paper towel that I rip off and wipe the counter off. I fold it and I put it on the side. My grandmother had me doing that. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Fanny. I remember she used to always do that. Yep, see that paper towel right there? I'm going to use it again. I might use it again to wipe down, but it's going to go to the side. Okay? So I'll come back and I'll show you the rest of the cooking. So here I am, guys. I'm back and I'm starving. How about that? I'm going to get ready to cook now. So I'm going to make this over mixed greens. So I got the mixed greens from Aldi. Again, Aldi's is one of my favorite supermarkets, okay? Because I get fresh and organic stuff from there. So I really like it. So I'm just putting like 2.5 handfuls of mixed greens on my plate. Okay. That's how you keep your skin fresh. Eat your greens, baby. Eat it. So after I do that, now I'm just going to get the other vegetables that are going to go on my salad. So I had already washed and prepped, so I'm cutting some cucumbers. More fiber in your diet. So I think that was about two, four, either 6 or 8 pieces of cucumbers, and then I split them in half. Quick tip, cut your food in half and make it look like you got more. And make it look like, now I'm wiping off my board. That's not with the same paper towel I wipe down the counter, okay? Let's be clear. We don't do those things, okay? So that's red onion. First of all, I don't eat nothing as far as a salad is concerned without red onion. I can't. Like, I don't know what I would do if red onions left. Like, I just don't know. I love red onions. I love red onions in my salad. I love it in if I'm making scrambled eggs or an omelet. It got to be in there. Y'all see me? Hair all jacked up. Got a little head tie on. My hair's in a puff. I'm up here looking serious. So I just cut about 2.5 slices. Cut them long so I can get the round parts of the red onion. So I'm going to garnish that. Yeah, get all my onion over there. Love a good onion. I love other onions too, but that red, something about that red onion takes you to a place. And those are cherub sweet cherry tomatoes. And I too cut those in half to put on my plate. Put it all over the plate, but just plate it nicely. I told y'all, hold on. You saw that little finger? Hold on. What was I scrambling? What was I doing? Oh, I had to get the butter because I was getting my pan. I got to get my pan hot for my seafood. So that's what I was doing. So I put one pat and another pat. So I put 2 pats of butter. Let that melt in the pan, get nice and hot. So that's going to take a little minute. But while that's going on, I'm going to continue cutting the cherry tomatoes. They're called cherubs. I think I got those at Aldi's too. Now don't y'all go in that store and buy up everything and then I can't find it because I'm going to be mad. But good though, nonetheless. Their stuff to me is really good quality. And did y'all know they were like, did you know that Aldi's and Trader Joe's were like brother and sister? Did you know that? Oh, that's my Oscar Mayer turkey bacon bits. Listen, don't you hate it when you go to a store and you find something you like? I'm doing 2 teaspoons of that. And you get something and you love it, right? So that's to me the turkey bacon bits because I love it on my salad. I don't eat pork bacon and I don't like imitation bacon bits. So then I would come back and I wouldn't find it, right? Wouldn't find the turkey bacon bits for months. How about right before the new year? I think it was maybe like November sometime. I went into Walmart. I looked and baby, there it was. And when I tell you it was 4 bags left, I took all 4 bags. They in my freezer. Bye. And those are sweet peppers. I put a couple on my salad. I really like the taste of them. I like that pickled kind of a little sweet taste to it. So I put a couple of pieces of that. My pan is just about ready for me to put the scallops and put the shrimp. I can't wait to eat that. It was so good. I'm gonna make it again. It was so delicious. What am I doing now? What am I doing? I'm probably going in the refrigerator to get, cheese. Gotta have cheese too. Red onions and cheese is a must for my salads. So this is like a grated Parmesan that I get from Giant in my neighborhood. It's a little pricey, but I like it. It's not the one in the jar, it's the one in the bag, and so it's fresher to me. You can crumble it in your hand. You can feel that texture. It doesn't feel like powdery, like, the cheeses that come in other bags or processed cheese. Yeah, it's really good. So I just sprinkled a little bit of that. And I think I'm going to use, I did. I used the Newman's Classic oil and vinegar dressing, but I didn't put it on there right away because I don't want my lettuce to wilt. So I waited on that. So I'm just going to put that to the side. And let me just show y'all, that's what my salad looked like. I didn't want it to fall because if it would have toppled over, I'd have flipped everything over in the kitchen. Hungry and mad. But here, you see I am about to put I wish I could hear that sear. Oh my God. So I put everything in there. I waited for it to get really hot because I'm going to put all of it in at one time. When you don't wait for it to get really hot, it starts to sweat, and now you have more moisture from the shrimp and the scallop, and so it doesn't necessarily sear. It'll cook, but it won't sear. So it's really, really hot, so I can get that nice sear on it, and then I'm going to flip it over in a couple of minutes and finish it off. Now, shrimp doesn't need to take long to cook, but neither does scallops. 3-4 minutes on each side for both. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna probably wipe down because I can't stand not wiping down or doing some of the kitchen work, so I don't have too much to do when I'm finished in the kitchen. I always was taught that. Like, I don't like to keep dishes in my sink. It's a rarity that I got dishes in my sink. I must be sick from the night before. I can't get up. I don't feel well. Yeah, it has to be some type of reason like that. But yeah, you see it over there bubbling in the pan? Baby. It was delicious. And when you're in the kitchen, you're like, I can't wait for this food to be done. Like, first of all, I was waiting for the food to be done. Look at me toppling stuff over on the side in the kitchen. Clumsy. Look at me like, oh, what happened? I gotta fix that. But I was ready to eat from 12:30 when I seasoned it. Like, I knew in my head, like, oh, I can't wait to eat this meal. And this was my meal of the day. So sometimes I intermittent fast where I only have one meal a day. So this was my one meal a day. But today, which is Wednesday, I had 2 meals. I woke up hungry, and I probably woke up hungry because, seafood and salad don't hold you like a carb-filled meal or a fat-filled meal. So, I woke up this morning and scrambled me some eggs, and I had some macadamia nuts and pistachios on the side, and I had some coffee. And for dinner tonight, I had a piece of salmon, one small crab cake. I topped it with with guacamole that I made. And I had some leftover broccoli and cheese. So that was good. So I try to track my food. What I mean track my carbohydrates, my fats, my dietary fiber. They go my man, Paul Newman. Classic oil and vinegar. When I tell you delicious, that's the only one I buy from him because I like ranch most of the time. But yeah, I track my calories. I use what's called a carb manager, and I write down everything I eat just so that I can, understand and get a hold of what I'm having for the day. Sometimes I plan out what I'm having for the day and put it in there. So it's almost time to turn that over. 3 minutes. And we ready. Pulled out the salad dressing so that it won't be super cold on my teeth. I don't like that. And while that is going on, let me show y'all that right quick. Oh, ooh, ooh, them scallops and shrimp are sexy, sexy. Look how I'm doing the most with the camera, moving it around. I am going to pull up Carb Manager while I'm talking to you guys so I can just give you the breakdown of what I did yesterday with this meal. So yesterday, I had 2 carbs left. So I set my net carbs for the day at 17 grams. I set my fiber at 6. I set my fats at 90 grams. I set my protein at 118, and I set my net calories at 1349. So Carb Manager breaks down all of those things for you. Okay, so my shrimp was 53 calories, no carbs. My scallops was 125 calories, 4 grams of carbs. Red onion was 14 calories, 3 grams of carbs. The lettuce was 12 calories, 1 gram of carbs. The cucumber was 1 gram of net carbs, 7 calories. The tomatoes was 2 grams and 13 calories. There go my man Newman. I'm about to put it on. I had turkey bacon bits, no carbs, 20 calories. The sweet pepper strips, 5 calories for 1 gram. And Newman's dressing was 164 calories and 2 grams of carbs. And the butter was no carbs, but 203 calories. So that came to 616 calories. And look at that. Y'all see that? Make this yourself at home. Do you know how much it costs in a restaurant to make something like this? Get the ingredients and make it at home. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you will get all of my videos. Love you guys. Bye.